Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, not to get carried away by that performance is what I would say, but hell, let me get carried away because that was a good second half performance by the Ghana Black Stars team. Most of the players who have not been given an opportunity to play regularly, showing us what they are made of. It ended 3-1. Unfortunately, we've not been able to get the footage of the Liberia goal. By the time I upload this video, if I do get it, it will be showing on your screen right now. But Ghana Black Stars ended the international break with an emphatic 3-1 win versus Liberia at the ACCRA Sports Stadium. A game of two halves. Ghana dominated the first half without making much inroads in finding the back of the net. Antoine Semenyo with probably the best chance in the first half. Unfortunately, he could not finish it, following up and earning a start following that performance versus Central African Republic when he came on as a substitute. He, however, did redeem himself later on in the game. We'll talk about the game in general, my man of the match, and the players that impressed me also, those we saw for the first time in a Black Stars jersey, and the future of the national team heading into the two friendlies in October and then the World Cup qualifiers, followed by the African Cup of Nations. We'll look at all that today. As usual, subscribe if you have not. Click on the notification bell to get more updates. Before we kick things off, African Cup of Nations qualification has been confirmed by Ghana, and we want to be there to bring you beautiful pictures and updates and videos. You can support our journey to the Ivory Coast to bring you 30 days of scintillating football action in the African Cup of Nations. You can do that by purchasing our merch. It's as simple as that. Purchasing our merch gives us a unique opportunity to make some monies that will help us cover the African Cup of Nations in style for you, the viewers. If you're interested in that and you want to support this channel in what we do, the merch links are in the description. Purchase the merch, it goes a long way to help the channel. We'll jump right into it, and I have to say the starting lineup did not surprise me that much. I predicted, I think, 80% of these players started. Antoine Semenyo leading the line following that impressive performance versus Central African Republic when he came on as a substitute. We also saw Nicolas Opoku coming in. I felt at training he did well, impressed me enough to start. We saw Joseph Edu also starting and Kingsley Schindler also playing there at right back. Abdul Manaf Nuruddin, I predicted, will also be in there, followed by Kudus. I did not, however, expect Nwama. Thought Ransford, Yeboah, Connect Stoffer would get the gong. But most of the starting 11, Baba Idrisu and Edmondado, was predictable, and I did that in my possible starting 11. It was a team that composed of players who had not been starting regularly under Chris Hughton in recent times, and they did impress at the start. It was a great start for Ghana. Liberia are the opponent, so you would not expect anything less no matter the team Ghana set up. But they did a job, and they got more possession, they had more chances. Unfortunately, Antoine Semenyo, with the best chance for Ghana in the 34th minute, did not find the back of the net. We have to first and foremost address that pitch. It was a rainy morning today, well, rainy afternoon. It rained heavily in Accra. Some parts of Accra are still flooded, but that is the problem we have here, and it is with pitch maintenance. Because of just a few torrential rains, the pitch was abysmal. You could see players slipping on the pitch and they're struggling to gain control of it, but the opponent was also suffering the same thing, so we had to deal with it and get going. Antoine misjudged that, and I think probably that's why he did not get that goal when one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Should have chipped the keeper. The pitch was not good enough for him to round the keeper on. It was not the best of decisions for him in that position, and I have to say once again, he has started a game and did not impress so much as when he came on as a substitute, and people are starting to draw conclusions on that front, but I feel he did improve, especially in the second half, and I'll get onto that. Another player who impressed me a lot was Nicolas Opoku wow, his header almost finding the back of the net, saved early on in the game there by the Liberian goalkeeper. He also made a beautiful assist for that Ernest Nuama goal, a deft touch by Ernest Nuama for that first goal for Ghana. And it got us going when that opener came in the second half. The second half was much better after that first half, which was not bad but lacked goals. The second half saw Ghana taking the lead. Nuama with a deft touch and a nutmeg to find the back of the net for Ghana versus Liberia. I couldn't have asked for a better start to life in the second half. Kudus Mohammed followed it up, and this is where we saw what Antoine Semenyo does best: pressing defenders. This time the defender did not fall to the ground. He pressed the defender, hackled him off the ball, found Nuama, who found Kudus Mohammed, and as they say, made in right to dream. They combined once again, and they found the back of the net. Nuama and Kudus scoring again consecutive matches for Ghana and finding the back of the net. It was great to see them combining, and these guys are the future of the Ghana Black Stars. Great one for them. Heading into the game also, there were introductions. Ransford Yeboah next off, immediately he came on, almost had a chance, but unfortunately he was hackled off the ball by the Liberian goalkeeper when he was trying to close him down. Also coming on, Fatau, the left back, he really did impress me, and that third goal was all made in Mediama. The local league was well represented here, and Chris Hughton could be impressed by this. Mediama, by the way, have a game this weekend in the CAF Champions League. They will look to get into the money zone, so Mediama will be playing in the CAF Champions League this weekend in case you want to meet Fatau and Jonathan Soa once again. Soa got the pass from Fatau, and he, having already seen where Jordan Ayew was in the box, just kicked it with his left foot into the area. Andre recognized that and immediately went on to celebrate with him, and it was an impressive goal created and scored by Jordan Ayew. It was a great goal in the end. Jordan just having to do the light work of tapping it in, but finishing needed to be done, and he did just that. Overall, Ghana did impress me. I liked what I saw. I feel probably there's some more work to do. Chris Hughton playing two central defensive midfielders, not the best for me in that first half. It needed changing. Ambrosius also had his run out, improved one, but I personally think my man of the match was Nicolas Opoku. My oh my, how I overlooked this guy. He impressed me so much. That header in the beginning, that assist for Nuama's goal. Opoku was everything we wanted in defense. Picking the passes, defending immaculately. He was everywhere, and he was impressive to watch. Ghana now have the opportunity to play two more friendlies, USA and Mexico, in October before the World Cup qualifiers begins, and then we go into the African Cup of Nations. Very short period of time for Chris Hughton to nip and cut and experiment and find his best formation, but today I was impressed with what I saw. Unfortunately for Richard Ofori, that he conceded the only goal for Ghana in this game after coming on as a substitute. Abdul Manaf did not concede a goal. It was how it ended. 3-1 was the final scoreline, and the Black Stars would be impressed. A good run out in this international window, scoring 5 goals and conceding just 2. Chris Hughton would be impressed with what he has seen. He's probably seen his best formation. He's probably seen his best players. We do hope he does find the right formation to fit these caliber of players. We know Ghana can do well if the right systems are put in place. Today was a good exhibition of that. Nuama, Kudus, Baba Idrisu, Edmondado, Nicolas Opoku, Antoine Semenyo, Ransford Yeboah, if he does get enough playing time, Jonathan Soa, and Fatau at left back would be giving Baba Rahman and Gideon Mensah a run for their money. Patrick Bozo as well. It was a great game, a great one to look forward to, and the African Cup of Nations on the horizon, as well as the World Cup qualifiers. We'll see what the future holds for Ghana. It was a great game to watch, and this was my review and player performance. My man of the match Nicolas Opoku. Let me know your thoughts in the comments box on this one here. A great game to watch, a great spectacle, poor pitch conditions for the players to play on. Appreciated. It was not the best of conditions. We need a lot of work to be done on that pitch at the Accra Sports Stadium. Maintenance work are bane here in this country. Not that being said, it was a great watch to see the Stars play in the last international game of the international break for September. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great evening.